All right. Hello. Cheerskevin here, and welcome back to Minecraft SevTech. And I'm hopefully coming at you with a decent sounding voice today. Apologies for the last episode, but the good news is I think I'm actually all caught up. This video should be going out the day after I've recorded it. So you're getting as close to live as we can get. And I really appreciate the feedback on the series. The tips and tricks are certainly helpful without kind of verging on the point of being spoilery, which is perfect. Yeah, I built us a little house over there with a thatch roof. It doesn't look too great. I also built us a bit of an auto smelter over there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Also tried to just dig out some path blocks to give us more of a road. I'd like to eventually build this thing up into a little bit of a town. Okay, and it's already nighttime. Back from sleep. I want to do some stuff. We want to make some progress, right? We're close to getting to the end of this age, which is very exciting. We may try this spooky boss battle. We're definitely going to try to set up this horsepower stuff. And then once that's all done, I guess we've got to do the melter and heater stuff. So we'll have to sort that out. I have set up this auto smelter, and it has basically, we can put food in there. I've got hoppers that are pulling it back onto a grill over there, and then it comes out the bottom. So that's pretty awesome. We finally have that pretty automated, and it doesn't consume coal, which is great. Also, it was mentioned in the comments, though I did discover this as well. There is now a Mark II work stump. So if we type work stump, there we go. Holds full stacks per slot. So we can craft multiple of a thing, which is going to be very helpful in converting, say, our fiber torches into the totem torches and things like that. So let's see, what is that going to entail? Actually, yeah, so while I was looking at this, I saw, oh, wait a second, what the heck is that? I don't know what that is. That is a shelf. And I am reasonably certain that we did not have shelves a moment ago. So I think at some point, as we unlock things in the tech tree, there are craftables that are becoming unlocked independent of what age we are in. So if I actually, can I just immersive? Okay, so I guess if you do the @ sign, you can see stuff from the same mod. We can create, so they have the basic chest. That's what we got from Immersive Craft. Then there's a cupboard, a shelf, and a bookshelf. So that's interesting to me. Let's craft up one of these and see if it offers some neat storage options. And I'm going to be crazy wasteful and actually just use red cedar planks because I'm so sick of chopping stuff. Actually, there's a horse tool for fixing that. Whoa. There we go. We have a shelf. Let's plop this down and see what it looks like. Okay, so this is a shelf. Okay, so basically it's the same. It looks like it's the same type of thing as the primal chest. Okay, so maybe not something that we would have much use for at this point, but that's okay. Also, for whatever reason, even though I left click, it decides to, this is true with the chest as well, it decides to put my axe in there instead of actually doing stuff. But okay, so if we look at the Mark II work stump, we need the original one, we need chopping blocks, does this have to be dark oak wood? Oh man, okay. It does look like it is going to be picky. So we need either eucalyptus wood, the pink wood. There's the pink trees with the Okay, so dark oak wood would be fine. Pink would be fine. Sakura wood would also be fine. So we're gonna have to, I guess, well, let's grab our horse and see. I've made this little house. It's not much to speak of because we have very limited decorating options at the moment. So who knows? Also, I did discover that if you leave your horse attached to to a cart, the horse will just run away with the cart. So the horse is now relegated to hanging out in here. And yeah, okay, let's go off and find some wood. I'm trying to construct ourselves a little path. I would like to at some point, basically over time. Oh, okay. Yeah, Venus flytrap or something there. I would like to over time start to build up a bit of. Okay, I'm wondering. So if will those pink trees? Is that the right? That might be the right kind of wood? Okay, horse, stay put. Yeah, actually, I think that should work just fine. Let's go ahead and grab some of that. And then we should be able to craft our Mark II stump. But yes, horse will run off with stuff. Oh, we've got to fight. Okay. Okay, this is indeed Sakura wood, which means, and I do like the tree as well. Would love to get some saplings. Let's pull her up a little bit. See if we can get some saplings here too. There we go. Okay. It is breaking down. That's good. And if we can just get one sapling, please, that's all I would like. Oh, we've got, okay, this is one that does have random logs in random places. Oh, but I think that was a sapling. Let's try and break this thing down entirely. But yeah, especially with the way that this mod is kind of set to advance through ages and whatnot, I would love to kind of construct a city somewhat organically from kind of as we advance through these ages. Now, right now, we're very limited in that we don't even have, the only staircase block we have is a dirt staircase block. So there's not a ton of building that we can do. Thatch is the most flexible because there are multiple things, but even then you have to use these supports, otherwise it occasionally just disappears and dies. Let's go ahead and drop you off. Goodbye. And I'm not close enough to be able to get a jump boost. Okay, let's plop down some Sakura wood. And there we go. Fancy pants crafting table. Or work stump, rather. There we go. Goodbye, old work stump. Hello, fancy one. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's just a fancy place to store the rock. Nice. Okay. Awesome. I mean, I suppose might as well. I can drop... Yeah, look at that. I can drop all of these things. Oops. Oh. No, not like that. Drop all of these things there. I can take half of these things and drop those in the middle. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, well. Close enough. Give me this crafting rock. And yeah, now if we hit this, look at that. Fantastic. Oh, okay, but I still have to... Where did my crafting rock go? Oh, went through back down there. So it looks like I have to... Okay, so I can continue hitting this until eventually all of the things start to work, I guess. And actually, because night is falling, I want to grab... I know I've got some leather somewhere. I'm very much looking forward to... I suppose that's one area where the shelves would be nice, is that it's easy to see where stuff is. I want to make ourselves a new sleeping mat, because I managed to run that one out. There we go, leather. And then I'm going to need a little bit of thatch. I have some thatch that have here drying, because I was using it for over there. There we go, okay. That's enough thatch, and we should just be able to put that down here and split it, and then craft ourselves up a new sleeping mat. Okay, so thatch down there. There. Okay, so thatch thin slabs and then leather across the top. Let's craft this quick because I think stuff's gonna start spawning in soon. And give me a sleeping mat. Thank you. All right, and yeah, let's go ahead and sleep in the house because why the heck not? Lovely evening. Okay, now I have noticed that I do have some debuffs here, mining fatigue and weakness, and I'm wondering if that has to do with like the quality of sleep that you get when you're just sleeping out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe there's something built in there. Just making sure I don't see any creepers on the horizon, though it'd be hard to tell, honestly. But okay, I think we're going to save the fuel to the very end because I want to try and finish out this tech tree before we advance to the next stage. This rounded purple, and I think this is the indicator that it advances us to the next one. So let's do the horsepower grindstone and horsepower chopper and see if we can get some of that stuff set up. Okay, so the horse grindstone looks like this, and I can't transfer. Yeah, no, I can't transfer it to the grid, but that's okay. So smooth stone, 2 leads and a stick. And I do have some of this crafted up. I'm not sure. I may have prepped this a while ago thinking we would get to it in the last time, but obviously we didn't. So let's throw these on there and we'll go ahead and craft that one up. All right, horsepower. We have unlocked that one. Okay, and so this does press charcoal into a larger block using the power press. Okay, so this does extend out a little bit. Let's create the horse chopper, I guess, while we're here, if we can. The chopper. Ugh, okay. 2 more leads, sticks, gravel, and okay, I'm operating on the assumption that I can just use this Sakura log. There we go. Okay, cool. Horse one. And I'm guessing that we're not going to advance. So let's see if we can make the last one. And that's 3 jobs. So horse press. Oh, yeah, this is easy too. Although I am going to have to create some more leads. And in fact, I think I'll need to create even 3 more because we'll need to attach the horses to those tools. And also, if we hover over here, we need a 7x7 area for each of these tools. And yeah, I think if my understanding is correct, there is a possibility for the leads to despawn when you leave the chunk. So we'll probably have to put some gates around here as well, but we'll get to that. Okay, a couple of crafting recipes later, and there are some leads. All right, fantastic. With that, we should be able to make this press. I'm really hoping that these planks don't need to be anything particularly specific. Sakura planks seem to be fine. Okay, so and red cedar plank. Okay, oakwood planks are fine as well. Okay, 2 leads and then a stick. Perfect. I got 1 stick, and we have the horse press. Interestingly, it doesn't seem like we got the achievement. Oh, we need to actually use it. We need to press charcoal. Okay. Well, I guess then let's set that one up first. I must have hit something that's showing up boundaries. Oh, I think this is actually because of the, yeah, okay, it's because of the tool that I have selected. If I look at the ground, it shows me the amount of space that it's going to need. Okay, that's convenient. I guess let's plan on just plopping this down here. There. Invalid 7x7 to area. Okay, so if I hold a lead, it says, hey, these things are in my way. Fair enough. I'm happy to remove those. And now how are we looking? Invalid still. Okay. Oh, well, now it's not complaining, so I'm going to assume that we are just fine. Let's grab our horse. Grab one of them. I've got a bunch of them here, but this one's trustworthy to some extent. We'll go ahead and hop off and lead on the horse, and then lead on there. Okay, so then what are we going to do? Right-clicking does not seem to work. I wonder, maybe I just need to go get a bunch of charcoal. Actually, let's look up real quick charcoal, because I want to know how much I'm going to need. Press charcoal can be used as fuel. All right, yeah, this, okay, that's not helpful. Okay, so in the horse press, we need 9 charcoal to convert into a charcoal block. So, okay, I'm gonna have to gather some of that up. Okay, so lesson learned, no, you can't just throw it on the grill, it turns to ash. So let's let's remind myself how we make charcoal. How do we get this? We can use it in a coke oven, don't have that. Metal press, that's no. Grindstone, oh, okay. Oh, we gotta take low-grade charcoal, throw it into a grindstone. Okay. Fair enough. Or a millstone would work as well. Oh, geez. Okay. We did not die. This is the key takeaway. Where did that even? How did that? Why are you even spawned here? You don't even go here. All right. We'll patch that up in a moment. I need to, yeah, eventually set up better stuff. But let's go ahead and pop down our wonderful millstone with hand crank. We can throw low-grade charcoal into here and then get that. Let me go ahead and patch this up real quick. There we go. So we have now enough charcoal. The question is, I don't know how I would go about putting it in. Oh, there we go. I just needed to put, and I've put 9 of it, and now the horse is wandering around. Perfect. So yeah, okay, so this thing is popping up and down. I just needed, so there's no other inventory UI screen or whatever. You just have to let the horse walk around, and boom. There we go, pressing our luck. We now have a charcoal block, which, okay, that ends that era of the tech tree. So that's pretty neat. What should we do next? Should we try to summon the boss, the totem boss? This sounds like a terrifying idea. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Of course, to do that, I think we are going to need to create some more instruments. Let's see, if I look at totemic, yeah, so we can create more things. Let's see, jingles, blah, blah, blah. Jingle dress. This will produce additional sound. An eagle-boned whistle. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff that we can do. The boss is apparently supposed to be very difficult, and there are apparently sort of hacky ways to do that, but let's try and avoid that if we can, right? I want to see if we can upgrade our flute, because it should produce more music that way. There is a ceremony that should do that. Unless you worry that I'm forgetting about it. We will eventually get the horse chopping block and horse grindstone set up and all of that. That'll require a little bit of building gates and stuff. So we'll do that off camera between episodes. Okay, so I'm going to get us set up over here, because if we do end up summoning the evil thing, I want to be far enough away. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I need to select a totem base, because that needs to be the bottom here. And then we can stack, I think, up to 6 high. Though I guess we don't really need that for just doing the basic ceremonies. Let's take a look at some of these ceremonies. Oh, that's the wrong book. Where is did I set it somewhere? No, it's literally right next to it. Yeah, okay, so ceremonies. Okay, so the Serenade for Syrinx is a way to enchant a regular flute with melodic energy, giving it special properties. So this will make the flute more effective. If we can do this one, then we should be in good state. So we need to start with the flute and then use the rattle. And apparently, okay, we're gonna have to sleep. Apparently, we can use the rattle from our offhand and then not worry about it. Although right now, since we have to sneak click, I think I may need to change the key binding because there's an issue with the offhand one. Let's see, offhand switch. Wait, toggle hide. No, that's not. Switch. F. Yeah, swap item in hands. This is set to F, but it does seem to show it. Oh, so it does show there's a conflict. What is it conflicting with, though? That would be great to know. Let's change this to no. Let's change this to subtract. I don't know, because I have a numpad key, keyboard, and that should be fine. Okay, so let's plop down our drum. I also want to plop down, you know what, I'm going to need a sapling because wind chimes are passive. They just ring on their own, and you don't really control whether or not they produce melody. We'll have to just hope. I don't know. We'll have to see if this ceremony is easy to hit or not. We'll plop down this drum, and then yeah, just to test this. Okay, so that does work now. That means I can easily get it out of my hands as needed. Yeah, so I have to plop down a sapling so that the wind chimes are more likely to make noise when they're on leaves. So that's an important thing. What was the way to initiate the ceremony? Okay, so first the flute and then the rattle. Okay, so if we start like this and then, yeah, let's give it a shot. So we'll go flute and then rattle and there. And for whatever reason, this does not. Oh, okay. The rattle does not seem to be rattling at all. Okay. Okay, so I have a second drum. And we're going to go back and forth between these two. I need to make a jingle dress, but I actually need one more bone in order to do that. So we'll have to wait until night for me to give that a try. And then once the sapling grows, we can lay down the wind chime as well and hope that contributes. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so notice that it's the totem itself is flushing. That's because it's saying, hey, this instrument is used up in terms of the amount of melody that it is allowed to provide for the ceremony. So you're supposed to be able to keep the rattle in the offhand, but it is not working for me. It's not using it. Oh, I see. Okay. It looks like you need to have you can use it in dual wield, but you need to offhand the other item. So I need to put the flute in the offhand, maybe? Maybe that's what I need to be doing. All right. I suppose we can give that a shot. Yep, that's working. But of course, if these drums run out, we're not going to be getting any benefit. Okay, so the drums are no longer useful, which means I don't need to really be running back and forth. But I think we're still going to run out before we're going to run out of time. So yeah, one of those was useful. I think the rattle was maybe useful, still continuing to be useful. But so that one, it wasn't a time issue. It's simply a matter of the instruments had reached their saturation point. So we're going to need more instruments in order to get this to work. I mean, it is worth noting that the Serenade for Syrinx, if you look here, it's 3 notes, which means it requires far more than some of the easier ones. So the War Dance, for example, is only 1 note worth of requirements of melody. The Chimes of Death, which is the one we will eventually need to do. Oh, geez, that's going to that will require 5. Oh, and it does require the eagle bone whistle. So we're going to have to find a parrot, I guess. But in the meantime, I need to now find something from which I can harvest a bone. Okay, so I need to make 3 jingles. Those will go into, we'll make those into a jingle dress, which we can wear to produce music when we move. So that'll be that'll be great. And the jingle dress is 3 string and 3 of those. Okay. Okay, let's wear the jingle dress. Do we hear any music as we run? I don't seem to. Oh well. Other thing, yeah, even though we don't have leaf blocks, we can still benefit by putting the oh, actually, look at that. Little music bits. Okay, cool. We still benefit by having these chimes if they happen to ring during the ceremony, I guess, because it is passive and it's just kind of random as to whether or not it does it. Oh, I need to eat up. Okay, so with the jingle dress, we should make some noise as we move side by side. Yeah, you can see the music notes coming out there. We're gonna give this a shot again. This feels like it's going better, but obviously this is the point where the drums start to be a lot less effective, so who knows. At least something that we're playing is no longer useful, so I don't know what it is. And we're running low on time. No. Ah. So close. Trying to get the dress to jingle as much as I can. Ooh. Yes! Okay. Whew. Whew. That was rough. But our flute is now the pan flute. It is irresistible to animals, and it produces more music than it did before. That was really down to it. And the eagle dance, okay, the eagle dance is supposed to be as difficult, although we need a parrot apparently to do this. But that's required to even select the chimes of death song, and the chimes of death song is harder still. So, well, I mean, to be fair, we will have the other instrument, so I don't know. Okay, but you know what? That was that was very challenging. And yeah, and not the. I mean, totemic is a weird mod for me. At least it seems that way to me. I do suspect that maybe it's in our best interest to simply let this achievement sit around for a while. We can advance to the next stage, gear up a little bit, because if we're dealing with a boss that is shooting bows that with invisible arrows and scary things like that, maybe it's better that we be a little more geared up before we do that. So I think in the next episode, we are going to tackle these 2 remaining items and advance to the next stage. I don't know, unless I find a parrot, in which case, maybe we can do that. And then we can come back here and tackle this achievement maybe after we've reached the next stage. But thank you so much for watching. We finally managed to get the flute imbued. Now we just need to find a parrot and turn that into an eagle, and then tame that eagle, to kill that eagle, I guess, to generate eagle flutes or eagle whistles, and so many instruments, so many things that we have to worry about. But that will all have to take place in future episodes, and I will hope to see you then. Cheers.